Hey, Sagittarius. Don't know why, but I feel like calling you Saggy-Waggy. Thank you for tuning in to watch your July forecast for your love and romance. We're going to jump right on in here and see what is coming up for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising in the area of love and romance for the month of July 2019. If you are not a Sagittarius and you're just being a sneaky little person and you're checking up on a Sagittarius in your life, you're more than welcome to stick around and hang out and watch. We all do it. I know I've done it. No shame. You're more than welcome to watch. But do keep in mind, guys, that I do a specific series for CrossWatchers. So after this video, if you want to click on the link in the description for the CrossWatcher videos, you can also watch the Sagittarius CrossWatcher edition. If you are a Sagittarius and you want to CrossWatch for somebody in your life, you can also click on that link. But we're going to see what is coming up in July for you in love. One more shuffle here, one more good shuffle. That was a good one. I'm going to lay out the cards and see what is coming up. This is a gorgeous deck. It's one of my favorite decks. It's got some gorgeous artwork, so I'm looking forward to sharing it with you. And then after these cards, we're going to pull a soulmate message for you. Each one of these cards has a little message on the back. So we're going to see, Sagittarius, what your soulmate wants you to know. Even if you haven't met your soulmate yet, we're going to see what message your soulmate may have for you on a spiritual level. Let's jump right on in. Ooh, Sagittarius. Options, 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 Sag. This is going to be a month where you're going to have some decisions to make. Or you might have some really big feelings and really big emotions about a person that maybe you weren't anticipating. Like maybe you feel a little bit taken aback by it. Or you feel a little bit like, whoa, I wasn't expecting for feelings to be this strong this soon, or I wasn't expecting that this person was going to come back into my life, or whatever it may be, because we are in the Mercury retrograde season again, and Mercury retrograde tends to bring back people from our past. But whatever's happening here for you, however the energy's coming in, you may be feeling a little bit overwhelmed. You may be just kind of feeling like you want to make a decision, and you want to make the right decision, but you're so overwhelmed it might be difficult for you to narrow down what you want. It's like that expression goes, be careful what you wish for, because you just might get it. Sagittarius, I feel like someone is manifesting for you, whether it be a past person or a new person. You're manifesting the love that you wanted, but it's like it's coming in at a time where you were like, whoa. Even if it's been a long time coming, once it's here, you're like, I wasn't expecting that it was going to happen now. I wasn't expecting that I was going to feel so strongly so soon. And so you may feel a little bit overwhelmed by the emotions. Some of you are going to have a lot of options. You're going to have a lot of people to choose from, because you're coming into this new energy and you're finally ready to step out and to be seen. And all of a sudden people are gravitating towards you and you're like, well, what do I do? And then you're thinking also, like, now I have this connection, what do I want to do with it? You know, do I want to have a long dating process? Do I really want to spend my time and get to know this person? Do I want to get married? Do I want to move in with this person before I get married? Am I ready to get engaged to this person? Like, you might really feel kind of very conflicted about what you want to do, because it's starting to get real and a decision needs to be made. I do feel for the majority, though, of you Sagittarius, this is an overwhelming in emotion, feeling very overwhelmed in your feelings, feeling like, oops, you weren't expecting for yourself to feel so strongly about a person who's just kind of come in or manifested. Okay, so next we have Ace of Cups, a new experience. I love when this card shows up. It makes me so happy, especially in a love reading. Ace of Cups is about an enjoying, fulfilling new experience that just really makes your heart sing, you know, has your heart overflowing with joy. Very, very, like, emotionally satisfying. But all tarot readers have specific cards that have a little extra special meaning for them. And Ace of Cups is one of those cards for me in my readings. Just from what I've seen over the years in reading for people, a lot of my clients come back to me, so I get to read for them several times. And a lot of my clients, before I came on YouTube, a lot of my clients are clients that I've had for a few years. So I get to kind of see like what happens in between. And so I've come to see over the years that Ace of Cups is a card that shows up when someone is having a really significant shift in their energy, where I don't want to say they're changing their karma, but they're changing the way in which they're learning, right? We all kind of go through, when we're on our spiritual journey, the dark night of the soul, or we have like the karmic soulmates, the soulmates that we can't get rid of, or the people that come in like relationship after relationship where they lied to us or they cheat on us. Like, we go through this certain cycle until one day we're like, enough is enough, I'm done, I'm over it, I'm not putting up with this anymore. And we tell the universe, enough, I'm done, I'm not going to do this anymore, I'm not going to make the mistake of trusting this person again, or I'm not going to make the mistake of closing my eyes to red flags, I'm going to pay attention in the future, right? We come into this energy where we're like, enough, no more. Well, once you come into that energy where you're like, enough, no more, I'm learning from the past, you make a new agreement with the universe that now you're ready to learn through joy. So now you're learning because you're having positive experiences come up. People are coming in and they're treating you well, or you're having emotionally fulfilling connections with others, and you're like, hey, I can get used to this. I like this. This is great. This feels wonderful. Yes, please, more of this. So you begin to learn through joy. That's what I have seen with the Ace of Cups, and that's what many of you are coming into energetically in your love life in July. This is no small feat. You need to give yourself a pat on the back, because this means, Sag, you've been doing your work. And you're going to have the benefit of beginning to have pleasurable experiences. Sometimes for me, an Ace of Cups, especially if you are single for a long time, or love life has been stagnant for you for a long time, there's this feeling that you're going to start doing things that make you happy, that you enjoy, and it's raising your vibration, and it's calling soul family in, and through that soul family you end up aligning with your major soulmate or your life partner. If you're in a relationship that's been stagnant and you don't necessarily want to leave your partner, and there's nothing necessarily toxic happening, you're just kind of like, whatever, like it's whatever. You know, Ace of Cups could be that as you're coming into your joy, your fulfillment, things that you're excited about, pursuing certain hobbies, you know, finding an identity outside of the relationship, all of a sudden your partner looks over and it's like, Sagittarius, there's something different about you. You know, did you change your hair? Did you change, what's different about you? You just have this different glow about you, and all of a sudden they're really loving to be near you. They're really loving to spend time with you. It's like you're bringing in this new element into the relationship because you're in your joy, and that begins to make you a little irresistible. That begins to make you somebody that your partner's wanting to spend time with. That's something I've also seen with the Ace of Cups. So next, my darlings, ooh, we have Six of Cups. What did I say? Some of you are overwhelmed by a decision. Six of Cups can be reconciliation, right? Maybe some of you were like, you thought July was going to be the time that you were going to step away from somebody. You thought July was going to be the time that you were going to end something. And all of a sudden, this person is in this Ace of Cups energy where they have this renewed love for you, or this renewed appreciation for you. And they're like, wait a minute, don't go. Or you have somebody from the past that's resurfacing right when you were done and you release them. Don't you hate it when that happens? I'm sure there's some of you out there where you've experienced it. I know I sure as heck have. But it's so funny because it's like sometimes we'll have this connection with a person and we might be like years, like, you know, just kind of they come in and out, or there might be like years where we're like wondering if we're going to hear from them, and we just feel like we had this strong bond. And it's almost like right when we get to the point where we're done, like we're over it, we've moved on, we're with somebody else, or we're focused on our life and we're happy with where we're headed. It's like right when we get over that person, they show up all of a sudden like, hi, remember me? You know, like, It's the craziest thing. It's like this energetic, it's like this law of the universe. Like, you get over somebody, you let them go, and all of a sudden they want to show back up again. But that happens. Okay, so some of you are having someone that you really had written them off. You were like, you're so over it, you're done, and you've gotten over it. You've gotten over it to the point where you're not even angry anymore. You're not even bitter. You're not even sad. You don't even miss them. Maybe you haven't even thought about them in a long time, and all of a sudden they're resurfacing and they're like, hey, I've been thinking about you. How have you been? What's going on? Are you single? Are you still in town? So some of you are, that's like adding to that Seven of Cups that you had in the beginning, where you're a little bit overwhelmed because you're taken aback by this coming up. For some of you, I do feel like your partner is wanting to go back with you to their childhood home, or to your childhood home, or as you're visiting your childhood home or family. There could be someone who's setting you up with someone. Like, hey, there's someone I'd like you to meet, or there's somebody that might be really good for you. Sometimes Six of Cups can be like revisiting, or going back to like our roots, or reconnecting with our roots, or reconnecting from people from our childhood. Some of you may be reconnecting with a childhood friend or a high school sweetheart. There could be something of that nature as well. We've got Three of Cups. Maybe some of you are getting ready for a high school reunion. We've got Three of Cups. This is celebration. This is a sense of community. This is getting together. This is celebrating good fortune. So as you're in this Ace of Cups energy, you guys had that Ace of Cups come up, and you're in your happiness, and you're in your joy, and you're celebrating things about your life, or you're getting out more, and you're interacting with others. There's cause to celebrate. Some of you are going to be out at some function. Three of Cups isn't necessarily a wedding card, but that doesn't mean it can't be at a wedding. But it could be, like I said, maybe some of you are like going back home and there's a get together, or a cookout, or something that's happening, or a night out with friends, or a reunion of some kind. A high school reunion, or some kind of a reunion, maybe even a family reunion, although you're not going to hook up with your blood family, but there could be somebody in your blood family who's like, hey, I've got this really great neighbor, or I'm dating this really great person, and they've got a cousin, or they've got a friend that might be good for you, or something is happening where you're being aligned, or you're being connected with a new love opportunity. Okay, so in this celebration, in this joy, it's happening. Some of you are just out with friends, you're having a good time, you're catching somebody's eye, they're stepping up to you. It doesn't feel to me like a bar or a club, although that's not to say that's not possible. But it just feels to me like a celebration, right? So maybe like somebody's inviting you to a birthday party, or somebody's inviting you. It just feels like people are getting together to celebrate something. And some of you are attracting your partner there in that place. Ooh, you have the Tower card coming up. Now, I don't want you to freak out, Sagittarius, because sometimes people see this card and they get very scared, right? Because we're like, oh my goodness, something like is going to happen. Something big is going to happen. Well, absolutely. When you see the Tower card, you absolutely know something big is going to happen. There's no question about that. But you need to keep in mind that big things can also be positive. All the Tower card means is that your life is never going to be the same again. And your life could be like never the same again because you landed your dream job, and you got to buy your dream house, or you met the love of your life, or maybe you've struggled for a very long time not able to have children, and all of a sudden you're having a child, or you're adopting. So having something happen where your life is never going to be the same again, it can be very positive things. It doesn't necessarily mean that it's going to be some kind of drama or some kind of loss. I don't typically pull clarifiers on the videos. Those of you who watch my videos know that, and somebody gave me some massive grief about it on one of the other videos last week because I channel and I read intuitively. But even though it's funny, even though this is a recorded reading and you guys aren't on with me live, I'm feeling this massive like pit of anxiety in my stomach. So I'm feeling your energy. Some of you are like, I don't believe you, Amethyst. This something bad's gonna happen. I see the tower. I'm scared. I don't believe you. You're sugarcoating it. So I'm gonna pull clarifiers just to give you a sense of relief here. How might Sagittarius experience the tower in their love life in the month of July? How might Sagittarius experience the tower in their love life in the month of July 2019? One more shuffle here. One more good shuffle. All right. I love the artwork on this deck. And once again, guys, I have the info of the decks in the description of the video. So if you want to check them out, by all means, please feel free to do so. 2, 3. I want to make a deck of my own one day. I'm actually kind of started to like play around with it, like with art and stuff, because I'm really into art. But it might be a while before I release my own. Oh, new experience, new love. New love. Don't get scared because that's a positive meaning too. See, I told you it wasn't so bad, Sagittarius. Told you it wasn't so bad. Page of Cups can be a new love coming in, or somebody's heart chakra is really opening up. That's one of the meanings Page of Cups has for me in my reading, where somebody is finally ready to let love in, and that could be you, Sagittarius. And 5 of Pentacles is saying that you're kind of in a vulnerable situation, in that you're going out into uncharted territory. Things are a little bit uncertain. You might be in a place in your life where you're not super confident about yourself right now. You might feel like, your money is not where you want it to be. You might have anxiety about your future, like you're not sure where it's going to be headed or where it's going to go. But when 5 of Pentacles comes up, it's like we're going in this little journey. I kind of call 5 of Pentacles my Wizard of Oz card, right? Like she's lost. She doesn't know where she is. Dorothy, her name is Dorothy, right? Like she doesn't know where she is, and she's going in this journey, and all of a sudden she meets all of these really interesting characters, and they're in this journey together, and they're all seeking this wisdom together, and they really bond. They really become a team. They're there for each other, and they make it through some incredible experiences together, and they draw closer. And that's what 5 of Pentacles is about. It's like you're starting off alone, or you're going out into this unknown territory alone, but along the way, you find your soul family, you find your soulmates, you find your true blue friends, you find true connection that's not based on appearances, that's not based on superficiality, that's not based on flashy things or prestige or status or things of that nature. It's true bonding. That comes in with 5 of Pentacles. 5 of Pentacles is the energy of, I have nothing to offer you other than who I am as a being, right? You're not going to get rich off of me. I'm not going to solve your problems for you, but we can explore together and see where we end up. And there's this bonding that happens through that. Okay, 8 of Pentacles is also doing the work, perfecting something, carving out of the details, learning, growing. So this tower moment is coming up to tell you some new love is coming in that's completely and totally taking you out of your current circle, your current circumstances, and helping you to perfect your relationship in your love life. Okay, that's very, very significant energy right there. So your life is never going to be the same again. And the fact that you're taking this chance on this new love, your heart's opening up, you're going out into this new territory, and you're going to really master it. You're going to really master your love life once and for all. That's pretty exciting. Let's see what your message is from your soulmate, regardless of if you've already met them or not. Sagittarius message from soulmate. And guys, be sure to check out your moon sign and rising sign videos as well, because some months it might resonate with you more, or it might just give you a few little extra pieces to the puzzle. I'm trying to remember what other card had this card come up. This came up from one of the other readings. and I can't remember who. There's a message on the back. I'm going to read it to you, but first I like to read this intuitively. And I like to look at the messages and what messages jump out to me. So I encourage you to do the same. Okay, so the feeling that I get when I look at this card, I feel like he is sheltering her from the cold, keeping her warm, right? And again, they're going off in this journey together. Look, it's almost like this Five of Pentacles. It's like it even looks like it might be snowing here a little bit, right? And like she's wandering off, right? But you are finding somebody on that journey, and you guys are on this journey together. Your soulmate may also feel left out in the cold in terms of the world, and together you guys are going off to find a new place. Like these trees here are barren. Nothing is growing on them. This is a cold place. So there's this coming together, keeping each other warm, huddling together, walking through life together to find the new place. Neither of them is looking to the other to rescue them. They're in this together. This is like a teamwork. This is a team job together, walking through, through this travel, through this journey with one another. That's the feeling that I get when I look at this card. The message on the back is love is a single soul that inhabits two bodies. So this is beautiful. This is, I think some people kind of would take this and say, oh yeah, this is the twin flame. We have the same soul. I want to clarify something. I do believe in the twin flame. That's a question I get a lot, although my beliefs about the twin flame are very different from what other readers may say or share about it. But in addition to that, I don't believe that anybody is half a soul. Okay, it's not like, you're incomplete without another person. Every single person is already whole, and there's just certain people that we're meant to connect with. I see this more as two peas in a pod, right? Like there's just two souls that might really vibrate at the same frequency, and in being together they're vibrating at a frequency where they're feeling very aligned with one another, and as such also aligned with the higher power, with God, with universe. So I take this as two peas in a pod. But your soulmate wants you to know love is a single soul that inhabits two bodies. What they're wanting you to know is that they feel you and they want to do life with you. Like they're ready to master and overcome whatever they need to overcome to make love work. And they feel very aligned with you. They can't deny this connection, right? So if you have not met this person yet, when they do come in, you're going to know and you're going to feel that this person is very nurturing towards you. They may be very different. There might be a chivalry about them, or a gentleness or a nurturing energy about them, where you feel like, wow, this person's going to have my back. This person's going to have my back. We get each other. We get each other. We feel each other. We think alike. We feel alike. We're going to do this. We're going to have this journey together. So, my darlings, like I said, watch your moon sign and rising sign for more info. You might need a private reading. I love doing private readings. Of course, absolutely. I'm here for you for that. If you go to the Calendly link in the description of the video, you can go ahead and book your reading with me. I also want to remind you guys, please, please. I know we're all, concerned about love life and love and romance. It's a part of being human. We all want to have that connection. I totally get it. It's normal. But sometimes we get really wrapped up in the CROSSWATCHER videos and the love videos that we forget to focus on ourselves. And that's why every single week I do the weekly forecasts for each zodiac sign, because I want you to have a video about you and your journey, independent of anyone and everything else. Just focusing on you, your path, your spiritual path, your awakening, your spiritual gifts and abilities, your career, your finances, your abundance, your interpersonal relationships, your opportunities for growth. So make sure you take advantage of the weekly forecasts too. I post a lot of videos on this channel. There's going to be a lot more coming, so be sure to hit subscribe and notification, and you'll get a notice when those videos are up. I thank you so much, guys, also taking advantage of the card of the day on social media. A lot of you have been playing the pick a card game with me on Facebook and Instagram, and that's been fun. It's always cool to see, like, we know what everybody ends up with. So don't forget to take advantage of the daily messages and the pick a card game on Amethyst Angellight on Facebook and Instagram every single day, 7 days a week, my darlings. Thank you for watching, liking, sharing, commenting, subscribing, and I will see you in the weeklies, hopefully, or see you online. Take care.